if the most creative things in your studio were hiding in your scrap bin? Every maker has a tub like this. It sits under their bench. We call it scraps, we call it waste yarn, we call it, I'll get to that later. But today we're going to create something out of it. We're going to call it a scrapling. I'm going to let you into my creative process. You can be like a little fly on the wall, and you can listen to me mumble. You can see me try things. You can see what fails. You can see me regroup. It's all part of the process. As a creative and a creative coach, I want you to get comfortable with that process and know that you don't have to be afraid to make things. And they don't have to be anything expected. It can be totally unexpected. It can just be fun. So today, it's not about productivity. It's not about teaching. It's not about doing the next thing that I think the algorithm wants me to do. It's about having fun. It's about emptying the waste bin. It's about using up some scraps. Let's go to the studio and have some fun. This morning, I'm in my cozy little corner here. And I am going to transform my tub of waste yarn into usable stuffing. And I do this simply by giving it a chop. It just allows it to fluff up a little bit. Now, we all know, if you're into machine knitting, you know that waste yarn is a reality. And I used to buy stuffing when I would make my stufflings, but why not use what I already have going here? I don't want it just to be tossed after one use. I want to use it and reuse it as many times as I can before it ends up trash. So here we are. I'm just gonna give this a chop, fluff it up, kind of sort this out. There are a few knitted pieces of waste yarn that I have to unravel before I chop them. But basically I just pull it out of here and transfer it over here with a little chop. Now, almost all of my waste yarn for the past more than a year, couple of years, has been, if I buy a vintage machine to restore, which I do quite often, not a CSM but a flatbed. I don't restore CSMs, or haven't had the opportunity yet. But if I'm restoring a flatbed machine, oftentimes these come from auctions. I've gotten them from all over the United States and Canada. And they often have a bunch of supplies with them that the families that are sorting out somebody's crafting or knitting stash, they really just want somebody to take it. And so often it'll come with a bunch of yarn. And what I have found is with these vintage machines, particularly if they're from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and the family member that no longer is using them had a stash of yarn. You know, acrylic yarn has come a long way since the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s even. So oftentimes the yarn that comes with these machines, this green is an example of it. It's really harsh acrylic. It was not really perfected yet. It's mostly polyester kind of material. And I happen to recognize this. This was a TAM brand, the TAMM. And they do make some fine acrylic now, and I do use some of their yarn, especially for things that I don't want, things that I want to be very washable, very durable, you know, Afghans, blankets, kinds of things that are going to be thrown on a couch or dragged around. So a lot of this yarn is old yarn, that was in somebody's vintage stash with their vintage machine, and no surprise there. So I use this as waste yarn, and I will use this yarn multiple times before it actually makes it to my tub. So I might use this yarn 2, 3, 4 times before it really starts to separate into strands or split while I'm knitting it, and then it gets tossed. So into the bucket it goes. I used to buy polyester stuffing. Can't see the point of it. It takes a little more time than grabbing a bag off the shelf, but I think it's worth it. It's not just headed to the landfill. It's going to be used in something for a little bit longer. So here we are, cutting up stuffing for the stufflings that we're going to make. So I'm going to continue snipping, and I will see you back here. Well, actually, I'll see you in the studio when I start sorting through my cast off knitted pieces that we're going to turn into scraplings. Okay, we're at my sorting table. Boy, what this project has really forced me to do is take a look at what I have here and turn it into something rather than have it just sit here. Many things that, these were gauge swatches. You can see my marks here. And that is really dense fabric, but that looks like it would be something for sure. So we're gonna just take a look at what we can come up with here. Yeah. Let's see what we got. It reminded me of projects that could be finished, that are not finished. Okay. Well, that looks like it could be something too. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Are you seeing it? Yeah, me neither. Not yet. Not yet. But lots of little scraps to choose from. Lots and lots of scraps here to work with, which is a good thing. Oh, I like that. Let's see, is this one? Yes. There's something happening there for sure. All right. I like that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. The other thing it reminds me is there are some of these, this might be one of them, that could be unraveled and use the yarn again. Here's another little tube. I think these are from the Addy machine. I think. Yep, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it come together here. I'm seeing the Franken happen. The changeling, the, what did I call them? The Scrapling. Oh my goodness. So many ideas, not enough time. What do we got here? Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I can see that being part of it. All right, well, we're getting some raw materials here that I think are gonna be fun. Oh yeah, we got some feet. We could put feet on them. That would be fun. There's a boot. This is a boot too, I think. I think there's more than one boot here. Yes. These are all gauge swatches. Yeah, how many scraps do you have hanging around? Technique challenges. Trying to figure out how to do something. There, nope, that's not either. That's a mock rib sample. Yeah, well maybe I only have one boot. One boot to boot. This has got to be a boot. It's just not sewn together. Yeah, I think so. Oh, it's a different size boot. That'd be all right though, wouldn't it? Because they're scrapling. This is a leprechaun slipper that didn't turn out. It's double and it just would feel terrible on your little feet. But I could see that being a little scrapling person thing. Oh, I could see this being a part of, I got a couple of things made out of that stuff. Where'd that green and white thing go? That might be fun. Never know what that might turn into. All right, you can see that I really am looking for inspiration. That part of the design, the idea about designing things is just trying things. You've got to try things. You can't be afraid to try things. Oh, look, here's another mitten that's only one of them. It could be something, couldn't it? It could be a head. That could be a mouth. You never know. You just never know what this will turn out to be. You gotta try things. You can't be afraid to try things. All right, well, I think I've pulled out quite a few possibilities here. Maybe not. And I'm gonna clear away the tubs and get a little more working space. And then all right, that left us with a little breathing room. Well, I think what we're going to end up with here, let's start over here. I think that's going to be the top of something. And we're going to do some long dangly legs. And maybe we're going to do a mitten for a head. I don't know. Would that work? That would be silly. Not like any of this is silly. All right, what do we got here? That looks like it could be an arm. There's another leg. Yeah, I don't think the mitten head's gonna work. What about this? What if we did that kind of a head? That might work. That might work. And then we might have to do a little different arm over here. Yeah. Okay, I think the mitten's going to go somewhere else. Okay, I'm seeing this happening here. All right, I'm going to get some, I think we're going to do this on one of his feet. That. Oh, that helped. All right, I'm seeing it. I kind of like this, but I'm wondering about, oh, I need another tube. Let's see if I can find a tube. Like that for lips. Do you see that? Oh yeah, I can see that. Like, I don't know though. Maybe lips down here and eyeballs up there. And that's what I'm wondering. And that looks pool noodle worthy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. What are we going to do with it? That's the question. All right, need a yarn needle. Need some yarn. For once, I don't think the color really matters, does it? Not a bit. Not a bit. Not a bit. All right. Maybe not red. Maybe something variegated. That would be fun. We're all about fun here today. It's all about fun. Here's some variegated. Let's use this one. I've never seen this yarn before. I wonder where it came from. Obviously, I have seen it before because I wound the ball, but I don't know where it came from. And we need some scissors. Thanks for tuning in to my creative process today and having fun with me in the studio. You all have the capacity to create from who you are. Don't be afraid to be seen through your creations. It's a beautiful process. Go make something.